Hello everyone, it's Sippy Cup and I've got a new game to show you guys today. This game is called Factorio. So Factorio is made by a team of about 5 or so people as well as some other collaborators based out of Prague in the Czech Republic. And basically, how would I best describe it? Well, combine crafting elements of Minecraft with the graphics of the original Command & Conquer and the automation and I guess general science-y nature of a game like Space Chem, and you've got the general idea. So basically, you're trying to survive, but you're also trying to achieve victory by preparing a planet for colonization, and well, I'll just jump into it and you'll kind of see what it's all about. So let's just get started. So we'll go play. There is a campaign that you can play through that will show you the ropes and all that jazz, but since I already sort of halfway know what I'm doing, I'm just going to start a new game. Now here you can see you have some options in the map generator here where you can choose frequency, size, and richness of various types of resources. So as you see, there's water, iron, copper, stone, coal, crude oil, and there are enemy bases. So I actually am going to turn on peaceful mode because A, I'm a coward, and B, I don't want to get killed in the first 2 minutes. Not that that would necessarily happen, but I kind of want to show you what the game is about before I start getting blitzed by bad guys. I am going to turn some of these things up a little bit here. So we'll just go through and do this really quick. Just want to make sure that the last time I played, I actually had a situation where all the resources were really spread out. And you can deal with that, but it makes it kind of a pain in the ass, especially because in the beginning of the game, getting resources takes a while. You know, eventually it's going to be more automated, but in the beginning of the game, resources are sort of scarce and they take a while to accumulate, and it takes resources to get all your resources in the same place. And what I mean by that, it'll make more sense when I show you. So we've just kind of turned everything up a notch here. Terrain segmentation, I don't even know what that does. So let's generate this and see what it looks like. Alright. So, this is free play mode. You see your task is to prepare the planet for colonizing forces, yada da da da. If you want to read this whole thing, you could pause and knock yourself out. Not literally, don't do that. Okay, so I can zoom out here and you can see the map. Alright, so this is pretty good. So I've got iron deposit here, I've got coal right here, big forest. Ooh, actually this is even better. There's coal right here and iron right there. Alright, so this is all really close. This is good. Okay, so basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these raw resources, so oil right there, water, copper, iron, coal, wood, and I'm going to use this stuff to prepare this planet for colonization. So basically, you can pretty much harvest or manufacture anything manually, but what you really want to do is automate as much stuff as you can. You don't want to run around like a chicken with your head cut off, cramming resources into every factory and drill and everything that you have running. You really want to get supply chains and conveyors and all kinds of stuff set up so that you don't have to do this all by hand. Now, so the first thing I need that's going to help me harvest some of the beginning resources a little bit faster is a tool. And you start with some stuff. So I started with a mining drill, a furnace, and 8 iron plates. And you can see the crafting menu here, which I access by pressing E. There's various categories of things I can make. So they fall into logistics, production, intermediate products, and combat. So right here I can make an iron axe, and you see that it takes total raw 1 unit of time and 4 iron plates. So that's half my iron plates. Alright, so now I've got a pick, and I can get some of this stuff out of the way. So by holding down right click, I can harvest these resources. And if I zoom way in, you can see, you know, here's my guy. I got my sort of spacesuit on. The graphics are definitely not this game's strong point, but since I assume most of you are fans of Dwarf Fortress, I'll also assume that you will be used to games with bad graphics. But I'll assume that you're willing to overlook that if a game has good gameplay, which I feel this game does. So, pretty much the first thing I'm going to want to do is start mining some of this coal. And I could do this automatically, or rather manually, by mining it in sort of old-fashioned way with my mining axe and pretend I'm playing Minecraft, or I can do it the smart way and use machines. and science. So that is what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is take this burner mining drill here, and this is basically a mining drill that operates on coal. So now that I've actually got a little bit of coal here, I can stick some of this coal in this doodad right there, like so. I put it into the inventory, and now it's going to use this coal to power the drill, and the drill is going to plop down some coal. So I could sit here and pick it up as it pops out, but like I said, what we really want to do is automate everything. So what I'd like to do is have all of this coal go into a box, so I can go concentrate on doing other stuff. So how am I going to do that? Well, I'll tell you. Let's see, what I need to make is an inserter, and that's going to take, let's see, 3 iron plates. Alright, I can see already that I'm going to need more iron. So I'm going to make one of these inserters right now, and one of these wooden boxes. And I'm going to set up an inserter that's going to automatically take the product that this mining drill has produced, which is coal, and it's going to insert it into a box. Now there's all kinds of fun things that you can do with inserters. Mostly involves insertion. Like your mom, something, joke. Anyway, I'm going to put some coal in that thing, and it's going to insert the coal that the drill produces into the wooden chest. And it will continue to do this automatically until it runs out of fuel. So, now basically I'm going to start getting some coal in here. I'm going to stick some of this coal back into the burner mining drill. In terms of consumption, rate of consumption, you can see if I mouse over this, where is it? Energy consumption is 300 kilowatts. And it's only 180 kilowatts for the burner inserter. So basically the mining drill is going to be using the coal up roughly half as fast, or sorry, twice as fast as the inserter. So generally speaking, I want to have at any given time about twice as much coal in that mining drill as I do in here, which is about what I've got. Alright, so I do need more metal plates now. So what I'm going to do for now, since I can't actually make another one of those burner drills just yet, is start mining up some of this stuff. And then when I do that, I can throw it into a furnace and smelt the iron ore into iron plates. First I'm going to get some of these trees out of the way. Oops. I can't. How do I mine trees? There we go. Alright. So let's get some more of this iron. And so what I actually need to make another burner mining drill, let's see. So I need stone. And it says, oh, right. I don't have stone, but I do have, you can see what it actually takes is a stone furnace, iron plates, and iron gear wheels. And you can see the total raw includes stone, but because stone is required to make the stone furnace, it's sort of showing that I have it, but technically I don't really, but I do have this component. I do need the furnace though, so what I'd like to do is actually get some stone too, and there's some stone up here, so I can make another furnace, because I need one furnace for smelting, and then I need another one for the drill. So let's just get some of this stuff here. It takes about 5 stone, I believe, to make a furnace. Let's see, so in theory I should now be able to make another furnace. Yep. Okay. Let's come down here and see how my coal setup is going. It's still going good. I can pull some of this coal out of here. I'll stick a little bit more coal into that, and a little bit more coal into that. Just keep that thing going. Grab some of that coal. Okay, so that's going good. Alright, so now I can set up one furnace that is going to mine, or sorry, not mine, but smelt my metal. And again, just like this burner mining drill, I'm going to need to power it with some coal. So now remember, what I want to do is automate everything as much as possible. So I can just put coal in here, but what I can also do is make an inserter which will take coal out of here and automatically use it when needed So I can just kind of stick metal in here, metal ore, and then I'll show you. So I can stick that in there like that. Now I do need to kind of prime the pump a little bit, so let me stick some of that in there. So right now it's going to smelt the iron that I have, and I haven't got a lot, so let me go get some more. But when I have enough metal to actually create a burner inserter, I can have that basically pull coal straight out of the chest. And if you think this is complex, just wait until you see how crazy it gets later on. It's going to get a lot crazier, but also easier. And a little bit less time consuming with the micromanagement once you get all your automated processes set up. So okay, so now I should be able to smelt more metal. I can take that out of there, and now I can make a burner inserter like so, and have that pull, and again I need to take some coal out of here and use it to power the inserter in the first place. So now this thing doesn't need more coal yet, but when it does run out of coal, it will automatically take coal from here, assuming I have this set up correctly, which I should. So let's see. So what I need to do now is create another one of these guys, a burner mining drill for the metal, and start collecting some metal. So let's take some more of those, and you see I am out of ore. Alright. So I should be able, pardon me, I should now be able to create another one of these burner mining drills, like so. And just like down here, I am going to need a couple of inserters, which is going to take more metal. So let me get this set up here, and before I go, I guess I should probably grab a little bit of coal to kind of get things going. Alright. Okay, so it's a little bit slow at the start, but if you bear with me, I promise you it will get better. Alright, so let me get some more of these trees out of the way here. My pick is actually getting low on durability, just like with Minecraft here. You actually do have durability on your tools, not on your factories and stuff though, which is nice. Okay, so now let's take this mining drill, put it here, and we're going to start pumping out some metal. Now eventually I'm going to build conveyor belts and stuff that are going to bring all of this stuff together, so I don't have to keep ferrying it back and forth, but just for the time being. So here's a burner inserter, and for now we'll just stick it into a chest until I can sort of get more materials. One thing I'm going to need to do is clear out some of these trees so that I can have belts running between these things. Alright, so let's now take this burner inserter, and this basically, you can see here when I place it, I can rotate it. Even when it's placed, I can rotate it. And that will basically say which direction the goods are going to go from and to. So let's get that in there. And now I'm going to start automatically putting the mined metal ore, the iron ore, into this chest. Alright, so now do I have some extra plates left over? Let's go back down here. Did I grab all the plates? I might have grabbed all the plates. I think I did grab all the plates. I am going to need to make a new pick pretty soon. Alright, I'll grab some of that. So like I said, it's a little bit slow at the start, and you see there is a day-night cycle actually. A little bit slow at the start, but once I get going here, it'll get better. Okay, so now really so now I can basically have this set up. Okay, so I've got my burner mining drills going, this stuff's got coal, I'm good to go. Basically pulling from there. Okay. So the next step that I'm going to want and need to make is going to require metal plates. So pretty much just need to make sure I'm keeping this fed. So what I actually could do is even move a furnace or create a new furnace here that will start smelting some of this ore. There's not really anything that requires raw ore. Pretty much anything you want to do with ore is going to require the plates themselves, not the raw ore. So now I'll just ferry this stuff back and forth, and then once I get all these trees and stuff cleared out, we'll start making some conveyor belts. Whoops, that's not what I want to do. I want to take those and put that in. Alright. Cool. So now I should be able to make another pick and start clearing out some of these trees. So I'm going to pause the video for a minute while I start getting some of these trees out of the way, and then I will resume in just a moment. Okay, I'm back. So, in the time it took me to clear out all these trees, I also was able to get, as you can see, a pretty substantial amount of iron plates, a bit of coal, a ton of trees, of course, some stone, and now it is time to start setting up a better and more sophisticated process for getting all of this stuff smelted. So first thing I'm going to do is basically disassemble these things here, and I'm going to face things a slightly different way. First of all, I'm going to make an extra mining drill so that I can have two of them getting metal. So let's get one there, and another one there. These are both going to need fuel. So we'll power them. I can split a stack and get that started going. Whoops. Put that in there. Okay. So now I've got enough metal that I can start making conveyor belts. So let's make... Whoops. No, I guess it's fine. I can always go grab more metal plates. So if you shift click something, it actually just makes as many as you possibly can. So those will start making right now. In the meantime, I'll come down here and grab some more iron plates from here. Let's see how we're doing on coal. Looking pretty good. Alright. And I can slap some more of that in there. Alright. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a conveyor belt that's going to bring the metal here, and it's going to bring the coal up here, and then I'm going to use both of those items to basically start an automated smelting process. Okay, so belts, you can see here have a direction you can choose with the R key. So I'm going to start building my conveyor belt. And I'm going to start bringing it down. You can curve it again by pressing the R key. Those are actually oil deposits right there. Alright, now I'm going to need a bit more metal before I can make more belts, conveyor belts. Alright, so in the meantime I also need to make another burner mining drill here for the coal. I want to get 2 coal mining deals too. So let's actually disassemble some stuff here. Gonna get this set up a little nicer. Alright, so let's do 2 going this way, and then you'll actually notice if you look over here, you can see what the sort of expected value of the resources or the expected output. Right, so I need to power these. Actually, I can just go ahead and stick a bunch of coal in there, and a bunch of coal in there. Alright, now I need to make more conveyor belt. Let's make them all. Okay. So let's see. Let's make this come like so, and come up this way. And I'll illustrate an interesting thing about conveyor belts. The cool thing about conveyor belts is that they actually have 2 sides. So you'll see here, once I get this a bit closer, I can actually make a conveyor belt that comes and has the iron ore on one side and the coal on the other side. So now I've got a bit of a predicament because I've got no more iron plates, So I'm going to, I can't make more conveyor belts, and I do need more to kind of bring it over this way. So I'm actually just going to run and manually hoover up some of this stuff by holding down the F key. So I can make some iron plates, and I'll do that with the coal too. Alright, now let's just go ahead and slap this guy down here. I'm eventually going to have it right about here. So let's put it here for now. Put some coal there, and we'll get that going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the belt come over this way, and I'm going to have an inserter actually pull both coal and iron off of this belt and feed this furnace. So you don't actually need to have two different belts, you know, one for iron and one for coal to feed the same furnace. You can actually just have one belt because it's two-sided. Let's pull some of these out of here and see if we can't start making some more of these belts. Sort of time-consuming. Alright. What the hell, I'm just going to make this, move the furnace and put it a bit closer. Oh, it looks like my pick actually broke, so let's make another one of those too. Alright, so now, let's see. Stapling these inserters. Right about here. And again, I'll steal some more of this coal so I can power it. And I'm going to put the furnace right here. And throw some coal in that just to get it started. And put the iron, oops, no, that's not what I want to do, sorry. Put that in there. Okay, here we go. So now you can see this thing is automatically taking iron. And you'll notice if I take the coal out, it should actually feed some coal in there too. So you just saw that, it's actually feeding it with coal and iron. So now I can either let this stack up in here, and this will stack up to I think about a 128, or I can use another inserter to take the iron plates and start doing something else with them. So for now, you know, eventually I could put them on another belt because there is stuff that I'm going to need to do with iron plates. So why don't I just demonstrate that? So let's take some of these, and we're going to take this one inserter, we're going to put it here, we're going to feed it some coal. Now eventually I can get electrical inserters, and I will definitely want to use those because feeding everything with coal becomes kind of a pain in the ass at some point. It's already a pain in the ass, and it only gets more so the bigger your operations get and the more expensive. Alright, so now I can take some of these conveyor belt, and now you see a process that when I started I was doing manually, running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I've got it automated. So as long as these things stay powered with coal, or you know, eventually they'll be powered with electricity, this is just going to be ongoing. Now eventually this belt is going to fill up and this thing is going to stop spitting out plates because right now I have nothing using the plates. So you see that there's actually research, and so why this is important is because there's actually an assembling machine, right? So I can use inserters to feed components for pretty much anything that can be crafted into this assembling machine. So this can craft things that take up to 2 ingredients, but eventually I can get assembling machines that can assemble things that take up to 3 or 4 components. I think maybe even 5. I've only gotten ones for 4, but there may be one above that. So, but what I need to actually do science is I need to build a laboratory, and I need to feed it these science packs. And so what do science packs actually take? Well, science packs require iron gear wheels, and you see iron gear wheels require iron plates. And they take, what is that, copper plate. So the other thing I'm going to need to do is pull some coal, basically, to start smelting this copper as well, in order to conduct research. So maybe I may not have set this up in the best possible way. What might have been smarter is actually to have a splitter pulling this stuff off to this side, and then having the copper come this way. So I could basically have coal going 2 different ways, and then have one belt with sort of copper and coal, and another belt with iron and coal. But anyway, I can deal with that when I get there. So for now, let's see. What I really want to do is I need to get this science kicked off. So where do I actually build? Okay, so the lab is going to take iron and copper. Okay, so I do need to start getting something set up for the copper. So let's start stealing some of these iron plates. Okay, so I think I need more stone so I can get a drill set up. Where was that stone? Up here. Alright, so now I got the stone I need. Come back down here. Any excess iron plates that can't go into this belt are just going to chill in here, so I'll grab those right now. So I should have everything I need to build another burner mining drill and start getting some of this sweet, sweet copper. So here we are, and we'll put this right here. Throw some coal in there. Get that thing started pumping out some copper. Probably want to build another one of these too, so let me grab a little bit more stone. Alright, whoops. Okay, so now I can build one more of those burner mining drills. Snatch up some more of these plates. Let's see, how's this operation going over here? Everything got enough fuel? Oop, that one's about to run out. So let me grab some coal. We'll stick some coal in these guys here. Alright, eventually, like I said, these will be electric. For now, I just gotta make do with what I got. Cool. Okay. So actually, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do first. Before I make the lab, it needs to be powered by electricity anyway, so I might as well get that part out of the way. So what am I gonna need? I'm gonna need boilers, and boilers take furnaces. Okay. Stone. I might as well get something set up to start just getting stone and sticking in a box. Nothing really takes stone except for furnaces as far as I'm aware, so I don't really need a conveyor belt for the stone. I think there's actually a little deal, yeah, a little stone thing right here too. So I'll just go ahead and throw a burner mining drill on here. Take an inserter to grab that, and we'll stick it into a box. And let me grab some more coal and throw it in here, just so I don't have to worry about it. Alright, so that's going to start grabbing stone for me. Okay, so basically, while I'm getting some stone that I need to make the furnaces, let me sort of explain what I'm going to do. Okay, so what I want to do is produce a steam engine. Not just one steam engine, but probably a few steam engines, as many as I can. Steam engines produce pollution, and it seems like pollution basically enrages the native wildlife. So that's kind of an issue. But in order for the steam engine to work, you need to heat up the water. In order to heat up the water, you need boilers, and I think it usually takes, I don't know, about a couple boilers, maybe 3 or 4 boilers to get the water up to the right temperature. So in order to make boilers, I'm going to need metal and stone. I'm also going to need an offshore pump, and the pump is going to take those copper bars. So, oh, I do need to start collecting these here and smelting them as well. Alright, so a lot of stuff I need to do. Okay. So, Alright. Let's get some of the stone. Okay, that's all the stone I need. So I do need to get some copper. Let's do this. Let's start smelting this stuff here. And for now, we'll just stick it into a box or something. Okay, so I do need another inserter. And I already got a box I can use. grab some more coal. And need to make furnace. Whoops. Okay, so let's grab that, put it into a furnace. In the furnace, I'll just put the coal in it myself for now. Eventually, I'll get it set up, make it automatic. Let's take some of that out of there. Okay, alright, so that's going to start pulling this copper plate out. And you see this is kind of slow here. It's okay. Alright, is that everything I need to make? Okay, so now I can make the offshore pump. Alright. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is use this coal down here to basically power my steam engine, and I'll kind of show you how that's going to work. Okay, so I should have everything that I need. I do need more stone to make. I think 3 boilers is probably enough. I should have enough for everything. Okay, so I need to make 1 steam engine, 1 of these offshore pumps, and probably a little bit of pipe. Make a couple units of pipe, and then we'll get 3 of these boilers. Alright. Okay, so here is how this is going to work. So I'm going to take this offshore pump, and I'm going to put it right here, offshore, as you might expect. Then I'm going to... where did that pipe go? Didn't I make some pipe? I could have sworn I made some pipe. Okay, and I'll make a little bit of pipe here. And you can see the water actually going into the pipe. And then we're going to link together some boilers. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll have that hooked up to a steam engine. Alright, so now water is going to go into these furnaces, but because the furnaces are not powered by coal right now, I need to basically feed them some coal manually. But eventually what I'm going to do is set up basically a mining operation here that's just dedicated to pulling basically pulling the coal here and then using the coal to feed these furnaces. So, but for now, let's just do this. And we'll stick it in there like so. And let's see. So now the water temperature here you see is 100, 100. Okay, so this is now, is this working right? I might need to pull it back up and then plop it back down. Available performance is maxed out. Okay, so now I need to make power lines. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to have this. Well, I'm basically going to need more copper. So what I'm eventually going to, what I'm going to do right now is basically link the power from the steam generator up to an electric drill that's going to get the coal, and then it's going to be essentially a like a perpetual motion machine. Let's pull some of these copper needles out of there, and now I should have what I need to make an electric mining drill, and I'm going to need some power lines as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, so there's my electric drill. So we'll get that set up like about like so. And I'm going to need more metal plates probably, because I'm going to bring an assembly line over here. I'm going to need some inserters, and I can make them electric inserters. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let's link this up. So here is my electric pole. And you can see the wire stretches between them. If I stretch it too far, the wire breaks. And I don't want that. Alright, so now my electric drill is operational and it's spitting out coal. But now I need to get a conveyor belt to bring the coal to the boilers so that I don't have to keep stuffing the boilers myself. So let's come down here. I should be able to make some more conveyor belt. Let's just need a couple of units. Right, so let's get these set up in advance. So what I want is inserters, electric inserters, to basically be right here and pull coal off of this belt. I even did that just right. Okay, so I actually need to power these. I should be able to get them all with one go here. Alright, there we go. So you see, now when these burners get low, they can just pull coal straight off this belt. And this is basically going to be, everything I need. I don't ever need to worry about this again until this thing runs out of coal. You see the available performance and how much is actually being used right now. I'm only using about 1/5 or so of my maximum capacity, and if I click on one of these electric poles, I can actually get, a better indication here. So my consumption here is 1.2 kilowatts for these 3 electric inserters, and then 90 kilowatts for the electric mining drill. And the maximum output of one of these steam engines, let's see, I think I have to mouse over it in here. Maximum power output is 510 kilowatts. So I'm way under capacity. I'm only using 91.2 kilowatts and I could be using 510. So now sort of my next order of business is going to be to come up here and basically make all of this stuff electric. So I'm over the 30-minute mark, and hopefully you're starting to see where this is going. I'll probably end up making another episode or two, or maybe more, depending on interest. If you want me to make this into a longer Let's Play, say so in the comments, and I'll do it. Otherwise, if you feel like you've seen enough and you get it, I'll just make this a quick look and I won't show you anymore. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.